हम्म,
होता है सर, होता है
अदेंది
शुरुआत में ऐसे ही होता
ప్రోగ్రామ్ అట్లా
Fabulous. Thank you so much, sir. It was an absolute privilege to see you start this beautiful evening in the best of spirits possible. Thank you so much. A request,
remember the day when the group as such was setting standards every time a new milestone was put to reach. The bar of standard was raised, and you would have seen the events that happened in the last few months, and to what caliber and to what standard, quality, professionalism everyone showed. And I think it was everyone's contribution, not just few people, totally everyone joining together to see that TCEI, stands up tall in front of the country as well as the various other people who had come down here. Well, we had the elections. The first ones were held in 2016. Not much of, what is called as participation happened. 2024 was extremely good. And let me tell you one thing. Even Tendulkar would not have got such a score. We got 100% polling online. The best part which I could see was the camaraderie between participants. People who did not make it or people who made it. At the end of the day, they were all together. Then I was reminded of that story of a father giving 5 sticks to the sons and saying, try breaking it, and individually giving it 1 stick and saying, try breaking it, which lasts long or which cannot be broken. So we found a greater camaraderie. It's not that anyone held anything against others. People who couldn't make it, again were back into, contributing their own might. So the moral of the story is be united to dare and to win. This is important. If you want to dare, you want to win, you be united. And being united gives you so much of strength. Teamwork gives you so much of strength. No one is a Rambo here, I'm sure about that. And everyone contributes their own might. So not taking too much of time. Congratulations to the people who got elected. Better luck to people who couldn't make it. I'm sure they have the caliber and they have the wherewithal to take on any challenge that is being put forth before them by the association. So thank you all. Thank you so much. And thank you for bearing me this 10 years, especially the team. Thank you so much.
who also was the election officer. Please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give this to you.
Very good afternoon, friends. I am honored to be here. So the elections were conducted peacefully. There is no acrimony. the winners and losers, they treated the same thing as a part of this thing. And actually, in the future, event industry, it surpasses tourism also. It has not manufacture. Future is event industry. So we have in India big places, beautiful places. Nowhere this type of diversity is seen in the world. No country we have that this thing. We have historical monuments, we have history, we have everything. So if you tap, we can grow into 1 trillion industry, $1 trillion industry. So you have a gathering.
Please put your hands together.
Yeah, that's mandatory. So I think I am good in writing more than speaking. You might have realized it already. So this 1 month, almost 1 month, this entire election process has taken place, and my office. We need to pay salaries to 40 people. And then my entire house, they were asking like, what are you doing? Why are you taking so much of tension? What are you always engaged with? And then I told, the TCEI is my family, and I'll tell that there is a reason why. So there is a very small institute in Secunderabad, Institute of Printing Technology. And when the convention center, CBN Garu has started, he started a skill development course. And they've introduced one year event diploma. I don't even remember that. And I was the first student. I can say that I am a certified event manager, though I am not in this. So there was a faculty who used to come and then who used to inspire us. And then he used to take audiovisual classes for us, which I don't understand till date. Then later he didn't stop there. He took us to the Polarity College that time. He was doing an event, and then he was showing how the backdrops will be designed, how the stage will be designed and all. Is none other than Mr. Neeraj Thakur. So that is how my journey to the event industry, later to the hospitality industry, later to the business events industry, later to the I think I've reached the top 10 consultants in business event industry. This is all because that giving, right? I think giving is the fundamental quality of TCI and the foundation members, and that is the skill that I have seen in all of you. Also, you give each other and you share the contacts, and you're very generous in kind of doing things, and that is a quality that I also inspired. And whatever the skill and knowledge that I have got in the last 20 years, it is just my simple contribution to the industry. That's it. And then the second one is that next year, our next decade is India's decade. If you see Elon Musk or any world global leaders, they're all saying that there are hundreds of opportunities and India is going to grow like anything. This is a great opportunity because event industry brings people together, makes partnerships happen. There is one SDG also to make the partnership happen. So if the business has to happen, culture has to flourish, social development or any development, this is the industry which actually makes that connection happen. So we are very, very important. Please don't think that this is vendor, we are vendors, we are somebody third party and all that. We are first party, right? So that is what the confidence that we should all move ahead. And when it comes to the entire election process, I can challenge anybody in this room. Even Mr. Neeraj Thakur also couldn't influence me. I don't share anything with anybody until at least that kind of moral qualities that we keep. And anybody, any doubt that you have, any time you can come and see any documents at TCI office, and they are available. And with the help of our senior leaders here, we have made the entire process very transparent. And then, and one more thing I should appreciate, and everybody is very calm. It's not, those like little incidents here and there. My niece was telling, Akka, you have this fire energy in you. You keep shouting on people. But I don't think that kind of opportunity this election gave me also. It went very smoothly. So my congratulations to all of you, the EC members, of all the TCI and the vertical associations. And let us keep working together and growing this industry and contributing to the world, and keep that giving as a fundamental quality. Thank you.
Sinha to come on stage and address the gathering.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. So, these elections were really it was not like previous elections when we started in 2014. So, earlier, the first year was very smooth, it was nominations, and the best part was many people were not knowing who was president, and even in fact, when we told them that you are president, then they were shocked. कि, अच्छा, I'm president. अच्छा, ठीक है, ठीक है. So you are vice president. So this way we started association in 2014. That we used to search people. Please take the responsibility, take the post. But people starting in the beginning they refused. But as we proceeded further, and people started taking interest, the skill, the TCEI got it over the period. So the now last election, means this election, we have all witnessed what kind of heat, what kind of energy was there, and close friends were against each other. But that was for momentum only, for the moment, election moment, as you know all, that happens. So from 2014, where we were searching people, where we were forcing people to take responsibilities, we came all the way to this level where people are taking interest and coming forward and fighting elections. So happy for this, and as an observer, I observed this was the good election. Even Vishala ma'am was telling few people, not to name, they troubled a lot. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you for bearing with us. But at the same time, when we were sitting in the TCEI office, I told madam, this is the best association actually. In the other association elections, people fight with each other. They throw chairs on each other. But we are sophisticated people. A round of claps for us. So, ma'am accepted that truth, and she little bit convinced that yes, this happens, and TCA is far better than any other associations. So, thank you once again. Thank you for the smooth elections, and yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Called for, he comes on stage because that is the highest degree of respect we can show for our dignitaries. Please join. I would like to invite on stage His Excellency Consul General Lesotho, Surat Singh Ji, to please join us on stage to felicitate the election officers. Please put your hands together.
A short. Yeah. Sir, you put the shawl.
Yeah.
लीजिए साहब।
हाँ साहब, शुक्रिया।
पहला थैंक यू आपको। हैप्पी थैंक यू।
I like that color better. Pink. Yeah.
ग्रुप फोटो एक ग्रुप फोटो ले लेंगे ग्रुप
You know, the environment is of a family when there are people heckling the people on stage.
It's a respect. We can do much more. Just be with us for a longer period. You will enjoy the company. Thank you so much.
And also the founding president, Surat Singh ji. In karma, you will start believing now. It's always such a pleasure to have you here, Surat sir.
To be around him and to go around him is a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
There's one single reference of time. We're able to walk in as soon as possible, take the oath, because we need to get cracking. We have a lot of things to do. The leadership of TCEI for taking the oath and providing the direction for the next 2 years, and who that's going to be. But before that, I would also request Ashok sir to join us at this podium to felicitate the oath taking of the entire leadership of TCEI.
Thank you. Thank you.
Check. So the first, we know who that is. Please put your hands together as I invite the President, Shri Balram Babual, to please join us on stage. So, Ashok, and we will get to hear the leader read out the oath for himself and for everyone else. Thank you.
I, Ala Balram Babu, swear to uphold my responsibilities and duties as President of TCEI. I commit to lead with integrity, transparency, and fairness, always prioritizing the best interest of our association and its members. I will uphold the pride and prestige of TCEI during my tenure and beyond. I pledge to promote an inclusive and respectful environment for all members, partners, and participants without any bias. Uphold the values and mission of TCEI. I will lead by example, inspire others, and work tirelessly to achieve the goals and the vision of TCEI. I shall not engage in, consult on, or advise any matter that works against the interests of the association. I shall abide by all policies and principles set by TCEI leadership at all the times. Thank you.
Please put your hands together. We have the President with us, and we will invite him to address once we have his entire team formally onboarded. Thank you so much. Next, I would like
and duties as General Secretary of TCEI. I commit to lead with integrity, transparency, and fairness, always prioritizing the best interests of our association and its members. I will uphold the pride and prestige of TCEI during my tenure and beyond. I pledge to promote an inclusive and respectful environment for all members, partners, and participants without bias. I pledge to uphold the values and mission of TCEI. I shall lead by example, inspire others, and work tirelessly to achieve the goals and vision of TCEI. I shall not engage in or consult on or advise any matter that works against the interests of the association. I shall abide by all policies and principles set by TCI leadership at all times. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. The man Friday, the person to whom we reach out to whenever we need help. Please put your hands together for Mr. Tawfiq Khan. I, you know who that is. Please put your hands together for Ramesh K. Mupanna.
ఉప్పున రమేష్ కుమార్ అనే నేను TCEI జాయింట్ సెక్రటరీగా నా బాధ్యతలు మరియు విధులను సక్రమంగా సమగ్రత, పారదర్శకత మరియు న్యాయబద్ధతతో నాయకత్వం వహిస్తూ ఎల్లప్పుడూ TCEI అసోసియేషన్ మరియు సభ్యుల ప్రయోజనాలను ప్రథమంగా ఉంచుతానని, నా పదవీ కాలంలో మరియు తరువాత కూడా TCEI యొక్క ప్రతిష్టను నిలబెడతానని, సహకారం, సృజనాత్మకత మరియు శ్రేష్టతను పెంపొందించడానికి నా వంతు కృషి చేస్తానని, TCEI సభ్యులను ఏకతాటిపైకి తీసుకురావడానికి సదా కృషి చేస్తానని, ఎలాంటి పక్షపాతం లేకుండా సభ్యులు, భాగస్వామ్యులు అందరికీ గౌరవప్రదమైన వాతావరణాన్ని కల్పిస్తానని, TCEI యొక్క విలువలు మరియు లక్ష్యాలను నిలబెడతానని, TCEI కార్యక్రమాలను మెరుగుపరచడానికి మరియు TCEI పరిధిని విస్తరించడానికి నిరంతర అభివృద్ధి చేస్తానని, TCEI లక్ష్యాలు మరియు విజన్ని చేరుకోవడానికి నిరంతరం కృషి చేస్తానని నేను ప్రమాణం చేస్తున్నాను.
Thank you so much. Together, TCEI and the verticals. So please put your hands together as I invite on stage Vice President TCEI Tema, Mr. Shravan Madiraju.
I, Shravan Madiraju, swear to uphold my responsibilities and duties as Vice President, TEMA, TCEI Telangana Chamber of Events Industry. I commit to lead with integrity, transparency and fairness, always prioritizing the best interest of our association and its members. I will uphold the pride and prestige of TCEI during my tenure and beyond. I pledge to promote an inclusive and respectable environment for all members, partners and participants without any bias. I pledge to uphold the values and mission, by example, inspire others and work tirelessly to achieve the goals and visions of TCEI. I shall not engage in, consult on or advise any matter that works against the interest of association. I shall abide by all policies and principles set by TCEI leadership at all times. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Mr. A. Venkateshwar, please put your hands together.
I, Venkateshwar Akalapalli, swear to uphold my responsibility and duties as Vice President of TCEI. I commit to lead the integrity, transparency and fairness, always prioritizing the best interest of our association and its members. I will uphold the pride and prestige of TCEI during my tenure and beyond. I pledge to promote an inclusive and respectful environment for all members, partners and participants without bias. Uphold the values and mission of TCEI. I will lead by example, inspire others and work tirelessly to achieve the goals and vision of TCEI. I shall not engage in, consult on or advise any matter that works against the interest of the association. I shall abide by all the policies and principles set by TCEI leadership at all times. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please put your hands together for Aditya Deen Dayal.
I, Aditya Deen Dayal, swear to uphold my responsibilities and duties as Vice President, TCEI. I commit to lead with integrity, transparency and fairness, always prioritizing the best interest of our association and its members. I will uphold the pride and prestige of TCEI during my tenure and beyond. I pledge to promote an inclusive and respectful environment for all the members, partners
and participants without bias. I uphold the values and mission of TCEI. I will lead by example, inspire others, and work tirelessly to achieve the goals and vision of TCEI. I shall not engage in, consult on, or advise any matters that work against the interests of the association. I shall abide by all policies and principles set by TCEI leadership at all times. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Shankar Krishnamurthy.
I, Shankar Krishnamurthy, swear to uphold my responsibilities and duties as Vice President of TCEI, TECA, too many syllables. I commit to lead with integrity, transparency, and fairness, always prioritizing the best interests of our association and its members. I will uphold the pride and prestige of TCEI during my tenure and beyond. I pledge to promote an inclusive and respectful environment for all members, partners, and participants without bias, uphold the values and mission of TCEI. I will lead by example, inspire others, and work tirelessly to achieve the goals and vision of TCEI. I shall not engage in, consult on, or advise any matter that works against the interests of the association. I shall abide by all the policies and principles set by TCEI leadership at all times. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next, EA, please put your hands together for Joseph Sundar.
I, Joseph Sundar, swear to uphold my responsibilities and duties as Vice President of TCEI, the vertical of TEA. Integrity, transparency, and fairness, always prioritizing the best interests of our association and its members. I will uphold the pride and prestige of TCEI during my tenure and beyond. I pledge to promote an inclusive and respectable environment, partners, and participants without bias. I pledge to uphold the values and mission of TCEI. I will lead by example, inspire others, and work tirelessly to achieve the goals and the vision of TCEI. I pledge to, I shall not engage in, consult on, or advise any matter that works against the interests of the association. I shall abide by all policies and principles set by TCEI leadership at all times. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. We have the EC members of TCEI. I request all the EC members of TCEI to please join us on stage and take oath together. We started with Vaman Muhyiddin, sir, to please join us on stage. Mr. Ravi Nair, Mr. Shweta Neeraj Thakur, Anup Rao Angala, and Amit Agarwal ji, along with Shri Saurabh Sureka, to please join us on stage. And the format as a group is slightly different. The group comes together and says I, and the rest of the oath for them will be read by the election officer. So at the count of 3, 2, 1, request the team to say I. So to the EC members, we'll just count 3, 2, 1, and then you say I together, and Ashok sir will read the oath for you. 3, 2, 1.
One second.
3, 2, 1.
I swear to uphold my responsibilities and duties as office bearers of TCEI, a commitment to fairness, always prioritizing the best interest of our association and its members. I promote an inclusive and a respectful environment for all members, partners, and participants without bias, uphold the values and mission of TCEI. I will lead by example, inspire others, and work tirelessly to achieve the goals and vision of TCEI. I shall not engage in, consult on, or advise any matter that works against the interest of the association. I shall abide by all policies
and principles set by TCI leadership at all times.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So for the next 2 years, we have the team that will lead the entire association as one single entity. Request all the leaders of TCEI to please join us on the middle of the stage so that we can announce to the world we are.
And I think shortly, in few days, maybe in a month's time, we will have the entire website with the entire membership dashboard. Every vertical association can access their members' data. TCI can access the TTR members' data. And it's all, everyone will know how much is the renewables and the entire messages and the whole scheme will be displayed within a short while. This is, I'd also like to thank Shri Vijay Sinhaji, who was also the election observer, and the election committee, who have organized the election so seamlessly, for bringing this election in a very, very transparent and schematic way. And as many of them said, we have brought in the third-party application, which was designated to elect and choose the election process. So that was how about the last 2 years, which I have been bestowed upon, and the entire term the leadership has served. So big round of applause for the entire contingent of TCEI and TCI Verticals 2022-24. Now, coming to the next chapter, the TCEI for me 2.0 edition. I'll read again the same lines which I started. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. Both the ways, you're right. This is one of my favorite quotes, and it always defines that whatever we want to do, we can do. And the past 2 years and the coming 2 years, we will deliver. Taking the oath as the President-elect of Telangana Chamber of Events Industry again. It's an emotional moment. 2 decades ago, I have quoted this, but a lot of our friends are new here, so I really want to quote this again. My journey started in events industry with Namdhari, Suraj Singh Malhotra ji. So I worked for Namdhari when I started my career. And my first job and my first event, I was sent to the same MCR HRD Institute for the carpet. So Suraj Singh ji, Namdhari used to do some carpets when the IAS officers would take the oath. I don't know anything about the events. I came and I was just like, the supervisors would take care of the entire flow, but I was like wondering what is this campus all about, and I could never ever imagine that I would be taking the oath again and again in the same campus. It's so touching for me that I've come here to do an event, and the second time I'm taking an oath in this very own August audience. For many who have not been acquainted with this place, this is the place where all the IAS officers who are assigned to Telangana state come and take the training, and their oaths are all conferred here only. This is the only campus where the oaths and the designations have been allotted. So this is a very emotional moment that from where I started, I come here again and again. And I thank everyone and all my friends from the association for this. I miss the physical presence of my mother, who passed away 4 years ago. And I'm sure she's in the same hall with no limits of happiness. To see her son, who is set to take the new role as a responsibility again in the association. She would always say, Balaji, I mean, whenever I could achieve anything across or anywhere, she would always say that it's my intelligence, not your dad's intelligence. So, really, mom, it's your intelligence. This was the line whenever she could see me achieve something right from my childhood. She says, I wish I could see you, Amma, in audience. But now she is in my home as my darling daughter, who is blessed the past 2 years, so I have no say. I also miss the physical presence of Dr. Neeraj Thakur, who was whom we always fondly call Seth G. When we founded the association, he was the only one who would handle the entire affairs of TCEI. हम तीन like me, वेंकटेश and सुधाकर would never give time for TCEI. तो हमेशा वो बोलते थे, मैं मरने के बाद तो तुम लोग देखोगे एसोसिएशन को. तो वो एक बात खलता है. Otherwise, I mean, since he's not there, but we have taken up the charge, and I'm sure नीरज भाई, आपने जिस मुकाम पर छोड़ा एसोसिएशन को, एसोसिएशन आगे बढ़ता जा रहा है. हम जस्ट सपोर्ट सिस्टम की तरह खड़े हैं और अब जहाँ खड़े हो, हम आपका विजन को कभी भी बिखरने नहीं देंगे. I also miss the physical presence of Kiran Madiraju, who is also a dearest friend in the shortest span of time, and also Shivani Sen, who is also the Vice President TCEI TEA, who was in the same auditorium last year. She has taken oath among us, and I miss her as well. Thank you everyone for being there for TCEI and for mentoring TCEI so much. I must thank everyone for patiently hearing me out. I would like to request all the elected office bearers and the vertical association leaders that this position and the position where TCEI currently stands is something which we cannot compromise on any aspect. Earlier, TCEI could do any events, we could do anything, but now the whole nation is looking up to us. The whole ecosystem of events industry is looking up to us. Wherever we go, wherever we reach out, everyone is asking us कि what's TCEI, आपका next event कब है, आप लोग जो भी करते हो beyond imagination करते हो. So thank you, thanks to the entire team, thanks to SIWPC, TCEI Event Excellence Awards, Sri Shakti Awards, World Photography Day. All of our events have really put TCEI to the greatest heights. I'd like to welcome my fellow office bearers, Ravi Bura sir, who's been the constant driving force of TCEI, the General Secretary. We could not have asked for a better leader for TCEI, who has known the entire affairs of TCEI and who is in the custody of the entire affairs, books and all the matters of TCEI. Thank you Ravi sir for being so much to TCEI. I'd like to welcome Shravan Madiraju, Vice President TCEI TIMA, Venkateshwar Garu, please Vice President TIFA, Shri Karthik TSLVA Vice President, Shri Aditya Dindayalji Vice President TIFA, Shri Shankar Krishnamurthy Garu, welcome on board, Vice President TECA, and Shri Joseph Sundar, Vice President TEA, Shri Ramesh K. Muppana, Joint Secretary TCEI, Shri Taufik Bhai, Treasurer TCEI, and the Executive Committee members Shweta Bhavi, Ravi Nayak ji, Mohin Bhai, Amit Agarwal ji, Anup ji, and Saurabh Sudhika ji. Hearty congratulations to all of you for being elected and bestowed upon the responsibility by the association members. I would like to extend my sincere congratulations to the vertical associations and the new leaderships team, President-elect Teema, Shri Hirish Reddy Garu, President-elect TIFA, Shri Kumar Raja Garu, President-elect TEA, Shri Aryan Rajput Garu, President-elect TSLVA, President nominated for TSLVA, Shri Mehboob Bhai, and President-elect for TECA, Shri Kalyan Kumari Garu, President-elect for TEVA, Shri Praveen Agarwal ji. We all have a greater task to achieve, and we have great ideas which we should unleash for the next 10 years. It's indeed a big responsibility, and we can do it together. As I say, together we can and we will win. Last time I quoted that while I took over as president of TCEI, there was one lady in the room who was not happy taking this. The lady is my wife. So she's right here. If you can stand, Shali, I would want her to stand. So when I took over the presidency last time, she said, "Inki idokata na prananiki." So one more pain for my peaceful life. That was what she said. And you know what she said this time? Inkevaru dorakaru mi association vallaki. ఇంకెవరు దొరకరా మీ అసోసియేషన్ వాళ్ళకి is what she said this time. But Srimati ji, jokes apart, thanks for bearing me while I was founding this association 8 years ago. And this tenure is something which we have many accomplished tasks to accomplish and give it back for the association which we all have harnessed together. I can only tell her publicly, like all men do, I will try my best. My father is here. Dad, please stand up. He's retired defense. He's a retired defense employee. He's a leader by himself in many associations and societies. I'm sure he'll be proud with his head high that his son is also in the journey of association leadership. Thanks, Dad. The humility and humbleness which all members here acknowledge is the upbringing you have brought me up. My sisters are also here. Both of them can stand. So one works for IFB and one for TCS. They have been always the integral support of the system. You all have to bear me because family को यही एक time में मैं दे सकता हूँ बाद में association के लिए है. So they have always been an integral part of the association structure. No. And then the most important person more than my wife, my business partner, friend and guide, Santosh. He's been there right from the day I started and building my career. His consent actually played a key role for the extra responsibilities. In fact, last time only I said you will regret when you are asking me to take the presidentship. He has regretted enough. This time, the convincing part was done by Shravan and Ravi sir and Ram. So please don't come to me for that. It's all there. So I'd like to conclude with that note. I have great leaders. The elections have seen a great leaderships coming forward, which is a great achievement of TCEI. And a lot of leaders who could not make it to the elections, as TCEI, we are going to entrust and empower 4 committees as well. And we will be announcing the committee shortly, which will be the Welfare Committee, the Women Empowerment Committee, Skill Development, Redressal Committees, and the leaders are yet to be appointed. We will have a series of discussions, but I would really want all of you to give a big round of applause for the leaders who could not even make it to the elections. They have learned a lot. The people who have come forward is someone who wanted to do something for the association, and as a president, I assure you that whoever has come forward to serve the association will not be let down, and we will have more avenues to work together. Thank you very much. I've taken lots of time, but thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. So that will start in the next 2 years.